Hello. Well, today we are coming to Ceuta. Ceuta is a city that is located in Africa, right? And it's, I don't know, I feel it's kind of Morocco, but it belongs to Spain, right? So if you are coming from Morocco, you can come from Tetouan. It will take you like 30 minutes and you get into Ceuta, right? And I'm starting the video right here because it's really funny. So you can see Tere right there and you can see our dogs in the back, right? And what is really crazy, right, is that Ceuta is located only like 30 minutes drive from Tetouan. But once you get into Ceuta, and I think this is because today there is some kind of problem for sure, right? We have been waiting in this fucking queue, for around, I don't know, 2 hours?
2 hours, almost 2 hours.
2 hours, and I will show you this because it's crazy. I don't know if I can record, but fuck it, let's do it. You can see the line of cars, right? So the line of cars, and you can also see here, right? There are like 4 lanes. You have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lanes, right? So you have 5 lanes, but the amount of waiting is so long, literally 2 hours and a half, I have no clue why. I don't know if, I guess they check all the vehicles, but it's the waiting is really crazy, It's honestly disappointing because I hope there are great things to see in Ceuta because the waiting have been crazy, I don't know if we will bring any substance, forbidden substance or anything illegal that you cannot bring into Ceuta, you will turn yourself in, because this waiting will kill your nerves. Just waiting here is crazy. Like literally, we have crossed so many borders before, right? Spain to USA, through many countries in Europe. Nothing like this, This has been like, my God. It's a good exercise to practice your patience, So, in a few minutes ago, all the cars were honking, And as you can see, right? Crazy. So, I'll give you some updates in a few minutes, hopefully, when we get through, and you will be able to see something of Ceuta, right? Wow, this is 3 hours later, right? So we were standing on the queue, as I said before, after we made the last video, for another 3 hours, right? So you can see it's like 3:37 p.m., right? So a lot of checks on the Moroccan side. They checked the car on the back. They didn't speak English or Spanish, only French, which I don't speak. I don't speak Arabic either, so that was a lot of fun. Of course, they check our passports, our doggies' passports, but we are ready with the passports. And as you can see right now, we are just getting into the Spanish side, right? So you can see the Spanish flag right there.
And then probably we will have another 3 hours of waiting.
So I was really complaining and blaming the Spanish people for being so slow, but to be honest, no, it wasn't the Spanish people, it was the Moroccan side. I have no clue. We keep moving through the queue, but that's good. So yeah, we will make it to the other side very soon. Amazing. They just removed one of the stop signs. There was only one queue to get to Spain, right? But they just removed one of the stop signs, and as you can see, now it's our turn. Hold the camera here. Amazing. We just made it through the border. So finally, we are on Ceuta side, right? So we are on Ceuta city. Right now, we are still on the queue, but they already check our passport, our control. Oh man. And I think they also have a second car check in the front. So we didn't make it yet, but at least we got the passport stamp and so on. So I think they're moving faster, which is good. It's really good. So as you can see, not so many cars right now, just one line, which is great. And I think we will move faster in a few minutes. So this is great. The officers were really nice, the ones from Morocco and also the ones from Spain. I guess the waiting, it is what it is, right? So no complaints. But you can see how you will cross to this side, right? So there is a funny thing, right? We just rented this car for 3 days, and I think if you are coming from the US especially, right, and you bring your credit cards, right, there is one thing you need to keep in mind, right? If you are renting a car in Morocco, right, so first you need to keep in mind they will do a very high deposit. I think it was like 1,500 euros, right, like $1,700 just for the deposit, but that's okay. The worst part is when you try to pay with your card, right, and I have a Visa, right, credit card, and it will basically say no connection, right? And anytime you try to pay on the terminal, it will say no connection, and it will be very hard to pay. What you need to do at that point is you need to call your bank, ask them to block your card, and unblock it just after, right? When they do that, and you try to pay again, well, then it goes through, right? It's really a big mess, because if you don't have internet, if you cannot connect with the bank, God bless you, you know? But with that being said, it's something definitely to keep in mind as well. When you get the car, you want to make sure like you really check it out, because as you can see, right, the cars here, right, are not as high specs as they are in the US, of course, right? And you want to make sure like the chassis is looking good and so on. And officially, finally, we are here in Spain, right? So the officer just checked the trunk again, and he asked, "Yes, okay, yes." And it was just our dog's food that we are carrying. So right now I will use the belt for a second, right? I put my belt on. And right now, as you can see, this is how you get into Ceuta, right? And you can see you go through this road, and all that city right there is Ceuta, right? So right now I think we will just go directly to the dog groomer, right?
Yes.
We want to get a haircut for Joy, because as you can see, hi puppy, he's really hairy, so we will now cut his hair. So wow, we had to wait 4 hours in this line just to cut our dog's hair, you know, and hopefully take a look into Ceuta. But keep tuned.